we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we wrap up Week 11 with a good Monday nighter between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. To throw is Aikman. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. They're going on 4th down. Aikman. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Now a give left side to Falk. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run on 3rd down with Falk. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the handoff, this is Falk. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Well, there was no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have got nothing. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken from about the 12. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out. Momentum on their side. As for the opposing offense, you wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And incomplete on the deep ball. This week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
This is caught. It's Cruz. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. These two teams all tied after one. On the give, here's Falk. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they're trying to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd down, Aikman. They go screen with Dillon. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Aikman looking to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Aikman. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Aikman will throw. And he comes back with one complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3 from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
To throw is Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Rams will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now it's Aikman. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The quick slant caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give inside for Fall.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 63 yards. And the Rams have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
That is a wide receiver. Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go. But he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Running left is Dillon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. It's Aikman. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Aikman.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown. Darren Waller, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point.
Damn, this nigga scoring, man.
Make this a 4-point game.
Bro, I had him down 14-0, and I just, like, damn. I'm going to start feeling bad for him.
This one is the fair catch, a signal for and take it. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Jackson to throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Come on, man. You got to pick that.
Complete as well.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Rams will add to their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
But they scored 32 points. That's wild.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll throw on first down with Aikman.
Quickly into the hands of Waller.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On first and 10, it's Aikman. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Second and 10 now, it's Aikman. And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Aikman looking to throw. That's Samuel. Caught left side. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Aikman. This will be caught, it's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking to throw again here, Aikman. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
Broke out.
Here. This one's not over yet. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here to DBs in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown. And that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard or the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He spins away, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. And really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw.
Yo.
And the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Rams, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.